Today you're going to learn how to take your data that you collected during your Drops on a Penny Lab and graph it on the Google Sheets program. So your data should look something like this. You'll have trials at the top, heads and tails, and how many drops on the penny that it actually held. So let's go to Google Sheets. You go to Google, to the waffle. You're going to find Google Sheets. Scroll down. If it's not already on your waffle, click it. You're going to start a new spreadsheet. And it is going to look something similar to this. You will notice that you have letters at the top, numbers down the side. This first box you are not going to use. Using your data that you collected, we're going to fill in the sheet first. Always skip this first box. Do not use this first box. Go to the second box and type in Trial 1. Tab. Trial 2. Tab over to the next one. Trial 3. Trial 5, and trial 6. Whoops, not 6. Average. Okay, so now go back here and you'll notice I made a mistake. There we go. Now it's fixed. We tested the head of the penny compared to the tail of the penny. And at this point, this sheet looks almost identical to this sheet. You have the trials, you have your heads and tails. So let's put in our data. Starting into trial 1, the heads had 10 drops, 12 drops, 8, 16, 12, and it averages out to 12 drops. Come back to tails. 9, 15, 10, 8, 11, averages out to 11. Okay, so at this point, we need to go in and we want to insert the actual graph. And that is done by highlighting, starting at box 1A. Highlight your data, go up to the Insert Chart, click it. It gives you recommendations. We're going to use a bar graph, so I will insert it. I now have a graph of my data. I want to change the title. I want to be more specific. So this is Drops on a Penny. I press Apply for it to actually drop into the box. On this side, the vertical axis, I need to label it. So I right click, go down to Axis, Vertical Title. This is number of drops of water. I apply it. It is now in the box. So at this point, you can see your average, each trial, your key, your titles, or your graph. At that point, it is already saved to your drive, but you still want to name it. So let's call this drops on a penny graph. That way when it goes into your Google Drive, you know which one it is. And at this point, that is all you need to do, except to send it to me through Google email.